Hi, my name is Naren Nakoti, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Pristeem. We're an instant laundry and dry cleaning solution for shared spaces. Um, we started this company a year and a half ago when we realized that there's no good way to clean the clothes that you love. Washing causes shrinking and fading, and it was a really painful experience. And traditional dry cleaners on the other end are too expensive and take way too long. The typical turnaround time is 3 days. It's way too expensive, and they're also really bad for the environment. We were users of Cleanly fly cleaners and rinse, but we found that they provided convenience, but since they used the underlying dry cleaning infrastructure, they actually exacerbated these problems. So that's why we built Pristeem, to introduce a third option, a new way to clean your clothes. With our self-service kiosks, we can clean up any 3 garments in just 10 minutes. It's faster and cheaper than dry cleaning and gentler than washing. So if you're a resident living in an apartment complex, when you have dirty clothes, you're able to bring it down, put in your phone number, start a cycle, and then as soon as it's done, you'll receive a text that your clothes are ready to come pick up. What you can expect are clothes that are clean. They remove all the bacteria, odors, and wrinkles from your clothes. We also have a stain removal pen that allows you to pre-treat it before you're putting it in. So it's a clean and fresh clothes. So at the end of the cycle, we have auto billing. So every time that you want to use it, you're automatically billed. No need to worry about a credit card every time. So we know when we started this, we saw a lot of people starting to use these at-home dry cleaning solutions. They're still not really popular here, but they became really popular in China. And they really piqued our interest, but they cost $1,500. So we bought these devices, installed them, and then took them apart. And we realized that, they're so useful in the sense that you're able to instantly clean anything anywhere. And it provided the ultimate convenience, but it was really expensive to adopt. So what we did is we're democratizing the use of this by creating a shared experience using those at-home dry cleaning devices. So currently today we're in 2 different places. We're in an office building. We're also in an apartment complex, and people absolutely love using our product. They keep coming back weekly. We've learned that laundry and dry cleaning is very habitual, and over time people learn to use it for certain things. Some people are replacing dry cleaning. Some people are using it to refresh their outfit before a weekend of golf. So there are many different use cases, and what we're most proud about is our retention rate. And it really seems like people want to keep coming back and using it for the clothes that they don't want to put in the washer or spend too much money on the dry cleaner. Laundry and dry cleaning is a huge industry. It's a $40 billion opportunity. And there's been a lot of interest in this space. It's one that hasn't changed much in the last 100 years. In the last 10 years or so, there's a slew of companies that have raised significant amount of funding, but they all are these on-demand services, and there's no clear winner. The largest one is only in 5 markets in the United States. So thank you. I'm going to stop sharing and let Daniel Ha into this meeting. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, thanks for sharing that. Tell me a little bit about how you got started in this whole thing.
Yeah, that's a good question. So when we got started, I actually quit my job working at Uber as a software engineer, and I had no in-unit washer or dryer. And I had to use Cleanly or go to a laundromat. Those are my only 2 options. And I definitely didn't want to spend 3 hours every weekend at a laundromat. So I used Cleanly, and it was so expensive and it took way too long. And, just knowing that was a really sharp pain point for so many people living in New York and also around the world, we wanted to find a new way to be able to clean clothes.
Yeah. Is it just you, or do you have a team with you?
Yeah, so it's myself. My background's in software, working at Uber, and I have 2 other co-founders. We kind of are this perfect team. So I knew that I didn't know anything about hardware. So brought on my close friend and college roommate, Vishwa, who used to work at Pratt & Whitney manufacturing airplane engines, and then also my other close childhood friend, Rahul, who was working at a really cool hardware startup where they're installing basketball gyms and using computer vision and machine learning to track basketball statistics. So we all came together and we all really resonated about this problem that we were facing. And that's kind of how it all started.
Yeah, so your approach with the Pristine is really interesting. I'm used to washing my clothes at home or bringing into the dry cleaners. Can you go into more detail about how your approach is different from, what I'm used to?
Yeah, so laundry itself, I think that you understand the whole idea that laundry can, especially for your favorite dress shirts or jeans or, jackets, it's kind of not the best way to clean, but it's the only option that you have. And the only other one is dry cleaning. So what we're doing differently is we found a way to take dry cleaning, and we learned what actually happens at the dry cleaner, and we built a really lightweight version of that. And that lightweight version is typically what you actually need. Most of the time you realize when you put stuff in the washer or bring it to the dry cleaner, it's not actually dirty. There might be odors and some wrinkles on it, and we're able to remove all those odors and wrinkles and bacteria so you can continue rewearing them.
Got it. And you guys are launched. Do you have customers using the product?
Yeah, we do. We are actually, so when we started, we did a couple pilots, and then we signed 2 offices in New York City. And then once COVID-19 hit, we actually started also adding residential properties because we kept hearing over and over from our customers that, proximity to closet is super important. And because we kept hearing that, we just, listened to them, and we started putting it closer to their closets in apartment buildings.
Got it. So tell me about those initial, pilots and anything that you've learned so far from your customers.
Yeah. I think that we're starting to see that, I think the best things that I love seeing is when, customers actually take stuff out and they're actually shocked. They put something in that's dirty, and then once they see it come out and all the wrinkles are gone and it smells fresh. And then I think one thing that, it was during the winter in one of the offices, and it comes out warm. So people love that. They put in their winter coats every single week, and then take it out and then put it on and then go outside. And it's such an awesome feeling. But people are using it for so many different reasons. Like I mentioned, it's not just, to replace dry cleaning, but people are using it for new use cases. So someone who might have never dry cleaned before is now using this on their clothes that they really like, that they would typically only put in the, in the washer. So it's pretty cool to see. I think that we have a really unique opportunity to, take the dry cleaning market and almost expand it and kind of change what dry cleaning means.
Okay. What's the, where does this all go? What's the long-term vision for Pristine?
Yeah. So we thought about this a lot, and, for us, we would want to become the largest laundry and dry cleaning service in the United States. And I think that, I mentioned earlier, Rinse and Cleanly and these other companies are only in 5 markets. What's unique about our approach is that we have a standalone kiosk that we can install literally anywhere. So we've had conversations not only with we're starting definitely in residential commercial, but we've had tons of conversations with hotels. So when you're on the go, you can also, when you open that suitcase, you don't have to deal with the wrinkled clothes and take out that iron and do it yourself. You can just put it in our device and get it refreshed. So, I think there's so many opportunities. That's one. We talk to convenience stores, airports, lounges, and you name it. And I think, we want people to always be able to look their best anytime, anywhere. So that's our long-term vision.
Thanks so much, Ryan.
Thanks, Daniel.